going on, guys? SNOtrainer here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the core, show you an exercise and some variations to get you going on training your front core, because it's very important that we define the core. The core is not just limited to your abdominals, which is a mindset that some people still have, especially not the superficial outermost layer of the abdominals, because the abdominals are like an onion. There's a lot of really deep layers going all the way down to the spine. So it's very important that we identify and talk about which part of the core that we're actually going to train, whether it's my front core, my right or left side core, or my back core, because my core does run from my pelvis all the way up to my neck, and or vice versa, because it does attach my upper body to my lower body and my lower body to my upper body, which is actually a very important concept when we start getting into some really dynamic patterns or dynamic athletic movement, like when we talk about snowboarding, when we talk about skiing. And there's so many different forces and so many different things going on with my arms, my torso, my legs as I'm absorbing bumps or terrain changes, that everything has to meet at the core. And if you have a strong, stable core, then you'll be able to use your extremities to express the proper movement for the task at hand. So with that said, we're going to put a little twist to a old school mountain climber sequence by using some sliders. This is just going to create a little bit of friction, allowing me to slip a little bit. So a little bit of friction, a little bit of slip factor, not too much resistance, but it's a really cool tweak to an old exercise. And we're going to do it in a three-dimensional component, because as I'm sure you guys know, hopefully, that life occurs in all three planes of motion, be it moving forwards and backwards, moving side to side, and then being able to rotate right and rotate left. So we'll apply that to a climber sequence here today. So I'm going to go into a prone position. Prone is going to be face down. I can be prone, well, obviously laying down, all the way on the floor. I could be on my hands, I could be on my forearms. For today, we're going to be up on the hands. And the prone position is actually a really nice, favorable position for the core, because when I'm in this position here, my core does have to stabilize my spine to keep my hips from falling down or twisting or any other position that we might not want for today with this exercise, because for today we're going to want to be in neutral spine. All right? It's not to say that I cannot do any prone or core-based exercise with my hips down towards the ground or even piked up like this. All right? But again, for today's purposes, we're doing a climber. We're going to hold neutral spine. All right? So first target, I'm just going to start going nice and slowly, having both knees reaching towards a target in between both my hands. Keep the hips nice and stationary, spine neutral, not too bad. From there, my next target, changing planes, I'm going to go out wide, knees going out towards the same side elbow. And then afterwards, I'm going to include some rotation, and here you can see my pelvis is going to twist, my spine is going to rotate, giving the third and final variation to the mountain climber. Alright, so one variation, I can just create an alternating sequence, go into each target, hammer out each target, and then move on to the next. I could do one leg at a time to each target. I can move one leg at a time to a variable target. I can alternate both legs, changing targets after I create a full alternating sequence. Or I could just mess around with the speed. The variability is entirely up to you. So either or, just create a sequence, play around with the repetitions. You can come up with one huge big circuit, and you could throw this in as an activation before you actually go and work out. You could do this as a part of your workout, or you could just mess around and have fun. So enjoy, play around, and train your core.